Hey guys, what's up? It's Joe Raiti from Raiti's Rides. We are here for another edition to What's in the Raiti's Rides Garage. And of course, we got to bring out my Subi. What is it? It's a 2018 Subaru WRX STI. I'm not done yet. Type RA. But before we get into the iconic World Rally Blue with the gold forged BBS wheels on this all-wheel drive performance car, let's talk about what's going on here. So a lot of people have been asking me, Joe, where's your Subaru? Do you still have her? Have you sold her? Is she broken? What's going on? So of course, wanting to bring you into the Raiti's Rides Garage and give you updates on the vehicles, this is all about my Type RA. Now, I bought her, if you remember, in 2019. She was just 1 year old. The original owner, a known car collector here in the Tampa Bay area by the name of Michael, drove it for a year and only didn't even put 5,000 miles on her. Not even 5,000 miles in that year of owning her. I was able to swoop in and pick her up, and the rest, as they say, is history. For me, this car was all about that World Rally Blue heritage with their WRC days, Subaru's WRC days, with the gold forged BBS wheels, and the fact that this car, the Type RA, is the first Subaru ever, production Subaru, that had a factory installed carbon fiber roof and adjustable carbon fiber rear wing. But what I want to do with this video is I want you to hop in to the passenger side. You're calling shotgun because we got those Recaros up front. I want you to get your butt in the Recaro and I want to take you for a spin and I want to talk to you about how's life been with Subi. So why don't you go ahead, strap on in, and let's hit the road. Alright guys, we're inside my 2018 WRX STI Type RA. Obviously with this update, I wanted to show you that we still have her in the garage. Second of all, wanted to bring you up to speed on how she's doing. And right away, the key word is amazing. I love driving her. The all-wheel drive, the turbocharged engine. Ever since I decided to pull the trigger and add that catback exhaust, I feel like I definitely made the right decision because it allows the car to sound the way that a WRX STI really should. That flat 4 turbocharged engine, that's what you're hearing is the boxer rumble. And it's all because of the unequal length headers on the EJ motor. I'm glad I pulled the trigger on the AWE track spec catback exhaust because it just allows you to feel really one with the car. And the reason why I waited so long is because the Type RA, it's only one of 500 that they made. It really was and still is a special car. I mean, the first Subaru ever, production factory Subaru, to have a carbon fiber roof, the carbon fiber rear adjustable spoiler, and it was the first time that a Type RA was sold here in the United States. And then for me, the iconic blue, World Rally Blue with the gold forged BBS wheels is just, it's fantastic to even just sit in the Raiti's Rides Garage and stare at it all day. But the driving, the 6-speed manual, the old school turbocharged delivery of power, she doesn't do anything until about 4,000 RPM. And It's like, I know a lot of people get annoyed with that. To me, it's part of her personality. But if you're ready, I'm ready. Second gear. Right now we're about 3,000 RPM. On throttle, here we go. Boom, there she goes. Love the pops, the bangs. I'll be honest with you, if you're thinking about the track version of the AWE exhaust, it's loud, it's boomy, but like I said, for this car, it just, I don't know, man, it takes the fun level up to a 15 on a scale of 10. That's how good it sounds. And it did take some work by LHT Performance, John at LHT Performance, to make sure the tips and everything lined up correctly, because the fit with them from AWE was pretty terrible. But once he straightened everything out, just adds to the look, the sound, the performance. I mean, it just really has that perfect tone to it. Sitting behind the wheel, seeing that big hood scoop, everything on the car has been running great, from the air conditioning to all the gauges, the instrumentation. The gearbox has been just totally sublime. Love the short throws, crisp engagement. And I don't know if a lot of people are aware, you know, after I stopped racing cars professionally, I actually got out of cars for a while. I got into motorcycles. I was riding sport bikes for about 14 years. Then I wound up getting back into cars, which thank God I did, because I don't think Raiti's Rides would exist as we know it. And what a lot of people don't know is that when I got back into cars, I was all about Subaru. I have always admired Subaru because of the World Rally Championship. People like Colin McRae and Petter Solberg, watching it on Speed Vision. And when they brought the STI to the United States back in 2004, I knew eventually I wanted to get one. And that was in 2006. I got the Hawkeye, the first year of the Hawkeye. And I was a hardcore Subaru guy. I really was for many, many, many years. And it's disappointing because I feel like the brand itself has kind of forgotten about the true enthusiasts, the true car enthusiasts that lusts after a WRX or an STI. And it's just crazy how this one became available. It was only 1 year old, had barely 5,000 miles on it. Let's go on throttle again for this update. On throttle, here we go. God, I love the sound. Here we go. All the way up to red line. Heel toe downshifting is so perfect in this car. And the fact that it has hydraulic steering, if you haven't driven a vehicle at all or in a long time with hydraulic steering, it just has a fantastic feel to it. Something that electric steering cannot simulate to the level of what this car provides, or any performance car with a hydraulic steering rack. The gearbox, like I said, short throws, crisp engagement. It's at the perfect height too when you're sitting behind the wheel of the car. The gauge pod up top with the boost gauge works fantastic. It just runs so freaking well. The seats, the Recaro's not my favorite. I wish they had a little bit more bolstering, but they still look fantastic. They wear very well. The one thing that's been a total pain in my butt is the steering wheel. The Alcantara And that goes with any Alcantara steering wheel. They are a bear to keep looking good, because your hands, there's natural oils, sweat, all of that dead skin gets trapped in the Alcantara and it starts to make it matted. But I've been using Sonamax to clean it. I got a brush made for the Alcantara, and you kind of spray some and then brush it out, and it makes it almost look like brand new. It just, you really got to stay on top of it or the wheel looks like garbage. Another thing that I'm very glad that I did was added PPF from the mirrors forward, because Subaru paint is notoriously thin. But I'm hoping that you have enjoyed this update. It's nice to take you for a ride with the Raiti's Rides garage vehicles. I got more coming, don't you worry. And if you are shopping for an STI, a WRX, please feel free to reach out in the comment section on Instagram or Facebook, or you can email me at info@raitisrides.com, and I'll be more than happy to help you navigate what WRX or WRX STI is the right one for you to buy. But we're gonna go ahead and get back to where it all started and wrap this one up. So I'll see you in a split second. All right, guys, you can't beat a nice bright sunny day with this World Rally Blue on my WRX STI Type RA. Hopefully this gives you some insight of where we're at right now and how she's doing and what is gonna come down the road for this vehicle. But if you're new to the channel and you're on your way out, hit the subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile. Come back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Raiti's Rides family. Got to give it up to LGR. She absolutely loves filming my Subi because of the color. The color just really is the attention getter with this car. Thank you, Lori, for your hard work. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.